Different criminal groups have existed in the history of the world, but the most powerful and profound of them all is the Ndraghenta group. The group's widespread criminal activities poses a great threat to societies, yet they've managed to remain unmovable. They have risen above all odds to become one of the most powerful, largest, and sophisticated criminal groups in the world. Are you interested in knowing more about the largest and most powerful syndicate in the whole of Italy, and one of the most richest in the world? We are here to sate your curiosity. Here is everything you need to know about them. The origin of the Ndraghenta group. According to an Ndraghenta legend, the organization dates back to the 16th century. 3 Spanish knights were said to have arrived in Italy, and they formed 3 honored societies. The societies formed were the Sicilian Mafia, the Neapolitan Camorra, and the Calabrian Ndraghenta. Contrary to this story, the FBI is of the opinion that the Ndraghenta was formed in the 1860s. This formation occurred when a group of outlaws from Sicily set up a base at the Aspromonte Mountains of Italy. The mountains offered good cover for their acts of banditry that made them to be banished from their homeland in the first place. The name of this group originates from Greek. The Society of Men of Honor is the Greek meaning of the word Ndraghenta. It is ironic that the criminals do exactly the opposite of what their name denotes. There are no honorable men amongst them. The group originates from the southern part of Italy, Calabria. Unfortunately, the region became popular for the wrong reasons. They got popular due to the infamous activities of lawlessness and corruption carried out in the region. By the 1900s, the Ndraghenta had become integrated with the Calabrians' lifestyle. They were a source of concern for the local authorities. This group has infiltrated every area of the Calabrians' public life. From the city halls to the hospitals, courts, and even cemeteries, their presence is felt. Even though they eventually expanded and became a very large and powerful organization, their power base remains in Calabria, Italy. Hierarchy of command and structure. The group is made up of many smaller clans whose operation is under a family-based web-like structure. Each smaller clan, Ndraghenta, have over 50 members. They oversee local operations. The structuring of the Ndraghenta can be divided into 2. At the head is the Crimina, also known as the Supreme Council of the organization. Following is the Mandamenti. It comprises 3 bodies which answer to the various districts in Calabria. The members of the Mandamenti are the Ndraghenta, the family clan members of the organization belongs to. The topmost body of the Ndraghenta group is the Crimina, and at the head is the Capo Crimina. He has a right-hand man called the Mastro di Giornata. Below him are the colonels. They include the Capo Societa, Mastro Generale, and Contabile. The 3 districts that make up the Mandamenti include the Tyrrhenian, the Iconic, and the Center. And Indrine is made up of the Societe Maggiore and the Societe Minore. The lowest members of the Minore are called the Pizziotto Lucio, men who have served for at least 6 years and have participated in a ritual ceremony. After this rite of passage, they can be allowed to move higher to Pizziotto Sgaro. Once a progression to the 2nd rank has occurred, one can be appointed to occupy other positions of authority within the Societe Minore. They can be made the Capo Giornata. They are in charge of coordinating the day-to-day operations of the Societe Maggiore. There is also the position of the Punattaiolo. They are charged with the responsibility of overseeing the communal funds. In the Societe Maggiore, the highest rank is the Capo Locale. The Ndraghenta have a solid structure. It is difficult to know the actual number of its members. Those who leave the organization are often very reluctant to cooperate with the authorities by disclosing secrets about the group. In their many years of existence, just about 42 members have been known to break their vow of silence known as omerta. The modus operandi, growth, and influence of the organization. In the 1970s to the 1990s, over 200 abductions were carried out by them. They were involved in a series of kidnapping activities. They kidnapped the oil magnate John Paul Getty's grandson. The money paid as ransom by the families of the abducted served as seed money for the rise to prominence of the Ndraghenta Empire. With the engagement of their rival, Cosa Nostra, in a war with the Italian states in the 1980s, Ndraghenta took over the heroin market. They were free to explore and expand their narco-trafficking business. An estimate by the Italian parliament suggests that over 80% of the cocaine trade in Europe was dominated by the Ndraghenta group. Their introduction into the global limelight happened in 2007, following their murdering of 6 members of a rival clan in Germany. Their primary aim is to make huge profit. They achieve this through unlawful means. Crimes perpetuated by them include drug trafficking, money laundering, human trafficking, extortion, cyber crimes, and the selling of counterfeit goods, amongst others. They execute their schemes from any part of the world, which makes it difficult for them to be pinned down. This group is the only mafia group whose presence is felt on all continents of the world. They can be said to have a global outlook and reach. Their activities reach into 31 countries of the world, excluding their country of birth. Their activities are believed to involve about 60,000 people. They have about 400 key operatives in 30 countries. It is stated that there are about 150 Ndraghenta families present in Calabria and over 6,000 members in the region. When combined with the numbers of those in other countries, the numbers swell to tens of thousands in membership. Ndraghenta allegedly makes waves in some countries because some of the countries abroad do not have a strong anti-mafia legislation, as present in Italy. This makes it challenging to curb their excesses. Like cancer, the group has slowly implanted itself in the European Union. They have been able to spread unchecked in some countries. It should be noted that the Ndraghenta group's ability to replicate the same hierarchy of command and operational system in any country they venture into adds to its uniqueness. This striking ability is one of the attributes that makes it superior to other mafia groups. The Ndraghenta group has extended its reach to other territories. They established new branches mainly through migration. Outside Italy, their activities can be found in countries like Albania, Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, Germany, Netherlands, Malta, Slovenia, Switzerland, United Kingdom, United States, and Uruguay. They are a powerful crime syndicate whose structure is extremely hard to destroy. Not only does the group wield great influence and power over other countries, they are also, interestingly, very wealthy. They make more money annually than the revenue generated by the Deutsche Brand and McDonald's combined. It is surprising to note that their annual revenue is more than the GDP of countries like Jordan, Uruguay, and Lebanon. Gratteri named Ndraghenta the world's richest criminal group. According to him, they generate over £50 billion, $61 billion annually. According to data from Italian authorities, this Italian mafia earned about 3.5% of Italy's GDP the previous year. The Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, in one of its reports, stated that the Ndraghenta generate most of their revenue from cocaine trading. Aside from trading narcotics, they have a global crime network. They are known for money laundering of millions of dollars, prostitution, arms deals, fraud, human trafficking, extortion, and a high dose of corrupt practices in countries they operate in. They made about £2.9 billion from extortion and usury, $2.4 billion from embezzlement, $1.3 billion from gambling. They also garnered £1 billion from arms sales, prostitution, human trafficking, and sales of counterfeit goods. The group also takes advantage of technological advancements to further increase their profit and influence. Never before have criminal activities looked this lucrative. The battle of wills between Italy's most powerful crime group and the law enforcement agencies across countries. The global popularity of the Ndraghenta group has put law enforcement agencies across countries at a perpetual state of unease. Every one of them, from Germany to Italy and other countries, have united to capture one of the world's most powerful mafia groups, the Ndraghenta. In a sting operation headed by the Italian police in December 2019, about 355 of the group's members were apprehended. On January 13th, the suspects were charged with an avalanche of crimes, including attempted murder, extortion, murder, narcotics operations, mafia association, and the abuse of office. The Maxi trial, which attracted over 900 witnesses, is taking place in the region where the group originated from, Calabria, Italy. The trial is expected to last for at least 2 years. The prosecutors are trying to prove that a network of crimes were perpetuated by the group from as far back as the 1990s. A criminologist of Oxford University, Federico Varese, asserted that the trial is evidence of the control the group have in the community. He said that Ndraghenta, who are embedded in the community and involved in every legal and illicit activity. To increase the sensationalism of the trial, Disney Plus announced its readiness to publish an upcoming docu-series that will highlight the activities and nature of the group. In 2020, Interpol created the International Organization Against the Ndraghenta Initiative to destroy the group's network and operation. They hope to achieve their aim in 3 years. This initiative is funded by the Italian Department of Public Security. ICANN, in their determination to bring the group down, synergized with 10 other countries, which includes the United States, Australia, Germany, and Canada. This move is the most unique and biggest of its kind in Europe. It involves hundreds of investigative officers, police, and prosecutors. The Deputy Director General of Public Security, Vittorio Rizzi, present at the launch of the ICANN project in Reggio Calabria, reiterated the determination of global law enforcement agencies to bring the infamous group to book. He stated that, "We need a global approach to counter a global threat. We have promoted a targeted project with Interpol for a global attack to eradicate it, involving the state police, the Carabinieri, and the Guardia di Finanza." Also, the FBI has shown its dedication to destroying transactional crime groups like the Ndraghenta group. These groups pose a huge threat to the national and economic security of the United States. Nicola Gratteri, the chief prosecutor for Catanzaro, had masterminded a 2014 sting operation. The FBI, in collaboration with Italian agents, truncated a major drug ring operation from the Ndraghenta group across 3 continents. 1,000 pounds of pure cocaine were seized by the authorities. The judicial and law enforcement authorities in various countries, including the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg, have made gallant efforts in proving to the world that no one, including the almighty Ndraghenta, is above the law. Conclusion. In December 2018, 84 suspects were arrested in Germany, Italy, Netherlands, and Belgium. In December 2019, over 300 were arrested in Calabria. They were suspected to have aided the group's operations. In 2021, another 31 suspects were arrested in Italy and Germany. About 65 others were identified. More apprehensions have been made as the enforcers of the law continue to dismantle the powerful and organized structure of the Ndraghenta. Well, that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed the content as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Make sure to like the video and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more quality content and ring the bell to be notified the instant we drop new videos.